Stay tuned as we get this show started. Be glad y'all here. Yeah, it's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman Podcast. Stay tuned.
Phone on the whip with the crystals on the side. Doors flip up, yeah, we call it suicide. Creeping like a spider every time that I ride. Yeah, I smile at my haters just to fuck with their pride. I'm all so dope that the truth tell a lie. $1 million dreams make a broke nigga high. Dudes get mad when they really say hi. The paint so wet that it make a pussy slide. Some rooftop with the wood grain grip. Ain't even raining, but the paint still drip. I'm not even traveling, but baby, I'm a trip. So she riding up the mountainside just to see the tip. Top of the world, that's what they ain't wanna be. Riding in a battle, adding to my legacy. Crystals on the chrome, yeah, the body so G. I'm a stunt so hard, niggas can't stand me.
What is going on, y'all, man? Happy Tuesday. Glad to be back.
Tuesday.
Man, hey, y'all, I hope y'all stay with us this week because next week, y'all know there's an election. So I know there's a chance we probably won't have a show next week. I'm going to put that out there because I don't know how long I'm going to be in that line come next Tuesday. And I know next Tuesday is the final day of voting. So I haven't been able to get out with my job changes and everything that I've had going on. But I think we'll probably skip next week and come back and convene the week after. Because next week is a big week, and it's getting crazy, man. I just sit on social media and just be entertained by what's been going on. So we will be back next week. Sky, what is going on? Let me roll out the carpet. I done did that all wrong, man. Roll out the carpet in this show.
Man, it's great. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday. It's our podcast. Of course, I got to give a shout out to the Denver Broncos for winning that game. Man, we on a 2-game winning streak. I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
But hey, I'll take a win any way I can, man. Good Lord, that was amazing.
Y'all team is much better than I anticipated. You know what I'm saying? One of my teams won this week, finally. It feel like we're literally been a month since we had a win. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns for beating the Baltimore Ravens. My Indianapolis Colts. You know what? Never. It's been a long time since I wanted to break a television. And watching that game yesterday, I literally wanted to break my television. But, man, looking at it, I was like, nah, these TVs too expensive. I can't let sports get upset to the point where I'm breaking my own TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know what? With Denver, we beat a Carolina team that anybody could beat. Hell, my high school, Glencliff Colts, probably could have beat the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, man.
But we'll take that win because they own the schedule, right? We can't pick who we play. They own the schedule. But your win was really impressive because they have been building Baltimore up to be this juggernaut of a team.
They were calling them the Super Bowl favorites.
Absolutely. They lost to Kansas City. And now did they lose to the Raiders too or no?
No. Well, no. Did they? Yeah, they did. They lost to the Raiders too.
Okay. Yep. And now they lost to the underdog Cleveland Browns. So how can you be Super Bowl favorites, even though there's still a lot of season left? Right. If you're losing to those games that you are supposed to win, that I guess is what I'm saying.
You're absolutely right. So I
think to the Cleveland Browns. That win was more impressive than Denver beating a 1-7-6 Carolina Panther team. That win was really impressive.
And they lost to Jameis Winston. That's not the poo-poo on Jameis Winston. but
Right.
it's Jameis Winston. So
Absolutely. I didn't even know he was still in the league after he left the Saints. Like I didn't
yeah,
know he was even a backup anywhere. So
well,
it goes to show you.
they said the Cleveland Browns is a franchise you go to as a quarterback to pass on.
Absolutely. It used to be like the Raiders back in the day. You went to the Raiders to end your career, basically.
Still the same. It ain't changed. You still go
You
to
know?
the you just in Vegas to do it. Not only
Absolutely.
they gonna make sure not only to end your career, but they gonna make sure you do it and go broke. That's why they put y'all in Vegas with all the casinos. So you can have double the misery.
Absolutely. So right now, half the season is over. So right now, Kansas City is still undefeated. They played a close game Sunday, but man, they always find a way. They always find a way, man.
That's
I gotta
Kansas
get
City for you though. And they're undefeated and they're not even playing their best football.
They're
Think
not.
about how scary that is.
Absolutely. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So I don't know who in the AFC is going to step up and try to stop them. It won't be us, but somebody will.
It won't be us either. I'm gonna tell you, it won't be the Indianapolis Colts.
Because
or the Cleveland Browns.
I don't see them going undefeated. So somebody will catch them on a bad day. Somebody will catch them on a bad day.
Well, they better do it sooner than later, because once DeAndre Hopkins get implemented into that offense,
man,
because people forgot about that.
If I was the Texans, right? That's why Tennessee. If I was Tennessee, I don't know what his contract said, but there's no way in hell I would have traded him to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care what they were offering. Why would I give a powerhouse team an extra powerhouse player? Like that's crazy.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they did it. Tennessee did it because they need assets. They know they stink. They know whether Kansas City have Hopkins or don't have him, more likely they're going to win anyway.
Right.
So looking at it from the Titans standpoint, they're like, it's not going to hurt or help us either way. You know what I'm saying? If we wanted to help us, we need an asset. So I think they got a 3rd round pick for him, which is a solid asset, because the Tennessee Titans aren't horrible with drafting. Now, a lot of times they're impatient, but they're not horrible at drafting.
Right.
And so Hopkins is 35 somewhere. He passed his prime. So Kansas City he's maybe good on Kansas City, but he isn't the D-Hop that we've seen in Houston. That D-Hop is the same with Deshaun Watson. He ain't the same Watson that we seen in Houston, or D-Hop ain't the same D-Hop that we seen in Houston.
Right.
But he'll serve Kansas City well.
But the crazy part is for D-Hop, he don't have to be now.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to be that number 1 receiver. You got Mecole Hardman, you got Kelsey, then you got D-Hop. You only got 11 players, so who you going to double team? You can't double team all 3. That's crazy. And then even if you got them covered, if your defense, you send in 4 and Mahomes get loose, he's going to take off running.
Right. So I'm happy for D-Hop because D-Hop got a chance to win him a Super Bowl. And I think he deserves it.
Absolutely.
He deserves. I tell you something I'm excited about that kicked off. I don't know if you're a big fan of this, the NBA.
Yeah,
I'm happy that the NBA kicked off. And my team is kicking ass right now. Let me straighten up. My team kicking ass. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. We 4-0 right now.
Congratulations.
We beat the Knicks last night, and we looking really good doing it. We got the Lakers up next. I'm really going to celebrate if we beat the Lakers. Anytime we beat LeBron, it's good. So I'm looking forward to that game. But shout out to the NBA. Right now is the perfect time for sports because we got all 4 of them. Mm-hmm. We got hockey. Mm-hmm. We got the NFL. The NBA, and we got baseball.
It's about the end, though. Dodgers are up 3-0.
Yes! Thank God, because I hate the Yankees. I can't stand anything about New York. I don't like the Statue of Liberty.
Out of,
I don't like the
out of
Big
all the
Apple.
sports, they have the most championships, right? They got like what 27
They
championships.
got a lot of them, but a
Yeah.
lot of them came. You know what I'm saying? Way back when Babe Ruth and all them was playing. We ain't count stuff. We only count the stuff in the last 20 years. Y'all want to count the stuff from 100 years ago. That's fine and dandy. I wasn't around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't really care about them. I only care about what you've done in the last 20 years. So you got 20-something, but you ain't got 20-something in the last 10, 20 years. So,
Right.
you know.
Absolutely. So so right now, we got all 4 major sports going right now. Then I don't know if the Dodgers are gonna sweep the Yankees, but you're right. This week is a great time to be a sports fan. Absolutely.
It is. We can talk about, man, we got college football. Did college basketball start yet too? I think
It
it's
might.
if it hasn't started,
If the NBA has started,
it's
college. If the NBA has started, I believe college has started too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is a perfect time to be a sports fan.
Absolutely.
So for the men, it's great. Now for the women, you know what I'm saying? This is, when y'all nagging some damn shit. Callers, baby, could you go hang up this light? I could have hung that shit up, man, before the game.
Thank you. Day before. Absolutely. You could have caught me any other day. Don't catch me on Saturday and don't catch me on Sunday. That's it.
Or know the times. It's a time bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have me do something early in the morning or later on in the night, cool. But when sports come on, man, I'm into this, man. When you see me with this, I got that in my hand. Leave me.
Right, got that in your hand.
Leave me alone.
Tell you.
Cause I don't have it in my hand now. But when we got this,
Mm-hmm.
hell alone.
Absolutely. That's our time.
That's our time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of our time, we got some good stuff on deck today.
All right.
So we got value versus valuable pertaining to relationships. Big difference. This lady breaks it down. I love how she broke it down. Get this, y'all. An ex-wife sets up her ex-husband to have another baby. Now, we're going to talk about that because people say, well, how could the ex-wife set up? We're going to talk about that. She led him on, basically, the belief that they were going to get back into or rekindle their marriage. All the while, she had no true intentions of rekindling their relationship. She was just trying to have a baby with him.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about ladies. Man, y'all really need to understand this, man. I was going to do a video on it, ran out of time. But I think this is something that I do want to do an individual video on. Just because you look better doesn't mean you're the better choice. Because a lot of women be like, ooh, how did he end up with her? I know I look better than her. But you may be right. You may do look better than her. That don't mean you the better choice. And that's the same vice versa too, fellas.
Absolutely.
It's vice versa. Go both ways.
Man, I agree 1,000%.
Never confuse us chasing you with us wanting you. Because us chasing you is one thing, but us actually wanting you, and what I mean by wanting you is wanting to pursue you to grow with you, something totally different. And then last but not least, is she right or is she wrong? And I'm just going to leave that question at there because, man, I want to play the video for y'all to, get where that question is coming from. For y'all to have more in depth of what that question meant. So, before we go ahead and jump into this guy, man, so how was your week, man? Anything new?
No, not really, man. Back to reality. Back to working, paying bills, doing the things I've been doing, since, the beginning. So, yeah, ain't nothing really new happening. Back to the same old, same old. So that's why I'm saying today is a refreshing day. Other than the Broncos winning, Tuesday is a refreshing day.
Man, back to life.
Yeah, back to reality. Absolutely. All good things must come to an end,
Man, I had a pretty good week, man. Love the new job. Absolutely. You know, thank you, Jesus. Because you know how you be praying for the perfect job you hope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think if people had the choice, they would prefer not to work. We would prefer to spend our time elsewhere, even though we got bills and stuff. We do what we got to do because that's what we got to do.
Absolutely.
But if you could go to work and be at a job that you really like, you enjoy, it adds so much more. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, Sky, I don't know if you can relate to this, but I've had jobs where I had to pull up to them and sit there for about a good 20, 30 minutes just to get my mind, my mentality right to go in there and deal with the job or the people at the job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Plenty of them. Plenty of them.
A lot like this, Sky.
Yeah, thinking, should I quit? Should I just turn around and go home? Plenty of them, man. I'm telling you, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, I'll be like, man, Lord, come on, let me hit the lottery. We be praying. I don't even play the lotto, but I'll be like, Jesus, just let me hit this lotto one time. I don't even play the damn lottery. You know that's bad. Like, get me out of this job today. But when you get something that you like,
well, at least you can tolerate. Yep. There's a whole different. Yep. Because back when I was 21, going into 2000, do you know by January I had 12 W-2s? That's how many jobs I hopped in 1999. I had 12.
You sound like me.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like me.
I would go to those labor-ready jobs or temp services, stay a few months, quit, go to another one, stay a few months. Man, I don't even know if a lot of them still in business or not, like labor-ready, paid daily, or temp service jobs. But back when I was coming up, they were everywhere. And so, yeah, did it for a couple, yeah.
You're right. I haven't even heard of them jobs or them companies being ready like that. You're absolutely right, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Man, let me tell you, and them temp services is something else.
Ain't they?
Man, they had this. I was at a company where they was hiring this temp service, right? I think it was called Labor Ready or something like that. Man, they would get cats, man. It was almost like they would get drunks off the street. Wake them up, be like, hey, do you want to work for $30 today? We got a job for you. It's 10 hours and we'll give you $30 pay for the day. They be like, yeah, okay. And we had this dude, man. This brother came to work smelling like he's fresh. Like he put the bottle down right before he walked in the office. Yeah, I'm like, damn. I mean, man, you know, that beer breath is a mud. Like, ain't nothing, let me tell y'all, you know you're an alcoholic when they can smell it through your skin?
Right. Yep. You know you always.
That brother was like that.
You sweating through your pores, alcohol. Yeah, you had way too much. Absolutely.
This brother, I was like, this dude is not going, he got the bottle. I mean, he had it snuck him in the office. I said, look at this shit here. You know, and they was getting cats like that off the street. You know, I had one dude, they got him from the same company. I'd be talking to this dude and me and him been talking, we'll be sitting here having a conversation. I say about 2 lines, next thing I know. And I'm like, hey man, look man, we getting ready to drive. What are you doing? You know, and this dude will be in mid-conversation, y'all. I BS y'all not. He'd be in mid-conversation, and then he just go, yeah, and then, you know, I went to the store. Wake up, man, wake up. We on the road. I couldn't let him drive. I said, no, man, you ain't killing me today.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I had a good week, man. Enjoying the costumes, you know.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all treating Thursday or y'all just passing out candy Thursday?
Neither or. I'll be working. Watching the drunk stumble downtown as usual. You know.
I'm gonna just go to work. Like, Halloween is another day for me. I'm sorry, you know.
Man, you know, and then you know, I got some recommendations for Halloween costumes. I got some recommendations. Here's one recommendation. Man, if you don't know what you want to be for Halloween and you a mama or daddy, can you be that for Halloween? You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all been whores or some of y'all been rolling stones. Can y'all be a mother and father for Halloween? Just, hey, mama, what are you today? I'm your mama. Or, hey, how's it going, son? Yeah, hey, dad, what are you for Halloween? Yeah, I'm just going to play your dad for Halloween. I'm going to be a real dad. You know what? Be that.
A real dad for 24 hours. There we go.
Yeah, for 24 hours. Be a real daddy. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, man. That's the times we live in, that you can be a real parent for Halloween.
Right. Come with a child support check. You know what I'm saying? Come dressed up as a daddy with a child support check in hand and say, come on, kids, let's go trick or treat. It could be a voided check. You know what I'm saying? Let it bounce. Go ahead, give your baby mama a bounce check. Come pick up your kids, take them trick or treat. Be a daddy for Halloween.
And for those of y'all who are going trick or treating, please be careful Thursday. People be taking needles and stuff and shooting stuff in these candies that you will never see because the hole is that small, or using candy from last year that's been sitting out. Just be careful. I don't want nobody to get sick off of this candy. That adults, please check the candy before your kids eat it.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. That means you eat it. That means if you pass out, then we know it wasn't good for the kid. You should be the one that should be going and having the seizure, not the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Halloween is the only day that dentists hate because they know what's about to happen.
No, they love it. No, that's the day they love. They got to get paid.
They better get paid.
Hell yeah. You know them. They love Halloween. Dentists, man, shit. Don't believe that. They love these holidays. Doctors and dentists love these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like, what doctor don't love Thanksgiving? That's high cholesterol, diabetes, heart failure. Shit, that's a paycheck to them. Why wouldn't they like it?
You know what? I never looked at it that way. But then since you put it out that way, some of y'all need to change y'all eating habits over the holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like, good Lord.
They be having beds and stuff, respirators ready and shit. They know y'all coming. Yeah.
Hey, y'all might have to eat a vegan turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like something, like, it ain't worth going to the grave for. I know the food is good, but it ain't nothing worth your life like that,
Man, hey, let me tell y'all this. I don't think we got to worry about Thanksgiving and Christmas anyway. The way inflation is, hell, shit, we run out of gas trying to get to the stuff. Layaway, so much stuff abandoned and layaway in these last 4 years with inflation. Shit, we ain't got to worry about it. You know what? I'm glad I live around wildlife. Them pigeons, wild turkeys, y'all are not safe this season. It is hard out here for some pimps. Deers, you better stay off these roads because we hunt. Yeah, we can't afford these store prices. I seen the price of toilet paper. $12 for some toilet paper? They were showing the prices of toilet paper. I said, man, shit. All right, y'all gonna keep on. And we ain't gonna be worried about it. Everybody gonna be with wash rags.
Or baby wipes, one of the two.
Baby wipes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let this inflation go on anymore.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be so many kids getting adopted this year because what parent got anything to pay for Christmas? See, y'all better be doing some arts and crafts and bake the kids some time.
Or put your kids on the angel tree. You know what I'm saying? My child gonna be the first to be with the angel tree hanging. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go back to wood toys. We're going back. Wood shop. Y'all better get some wood shop skills. Shit, make them kids toys and what you call it. Hell, it's hard out here. Hell.
It is
hard
man.
out here.
I don't know how some of these people going to do Christmas and all this other stuff.
I know, Star. I can tell you. I know how they're gonna do it. You know how they gonna do it?
That's it.
Credit card bills is gonna be through the roof. It's so much credit card debt right now. Could you imagine if we didn't have credit cards? It'd be even higher. Man, it'd be even more homeless people. Credit cards is keeping people from being homeless. I guarantee you.
I just paid one off, and I'm working on another one. So I'm not even trying to go that route. If I'm buying kids, and I do mean kids that are Santa Claus age kids stuff, if I can't pay cash for it, I'm not buying it. So I'm not going into credit card debt for Christmas, because you got to live before Christmas, during Christmas, and after Christmas. Now, back when I was coming up, I was taught the same thing, but stuff wasn't as high. Now, and the one thing they did to kill me is that Walmart got rid of layaway, because that was the thing to do. Back in June, July, you put it on layaway. By Christmas time, you paid it all off, wrap that stuff up, boom, it's under the tree. And then they want you to charge it. Walmart now has gone to this credit card thing where you put it on this credit card at 7 to 10% interest. And
boy, that interest rate is a monster right now. You hear me? Let me tell you the story that's really, you know what? Here's what I advise y'all to do. Go to the Dollar Tree and ball out. Go to the Dollar Tree and ball out. Buy as many of them little toys as you can. You know what I'm saying? And then sign your kids up to be adopted by one of these companies. You know what I'm saying? Have your family adopted for Christmas. I got to turn this fan on, y'all. Because it's hotter than a crackhead in the middle of LA in here.
So, because a lot of y'all children, if they between the ages of 2 and let's say 5, half of those toys they're not gonna play with. They're gonna play with them for a couple of months, and then by next year's Christmas, you got to get rid of them to make room for the new gifts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would go to the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, and get those little toy cars and race car tracks and whatever. Now, those kids that are of age 13 and up, now you better start giving out some gift cards.
There you go. There you go.
When my kids turned a certain age, man, it was gift cards. Yeah, here's a $100, $200 gift card. You figure go shopping for yourself.
I tell you what we do in our house. Secret Santa.
I gotta do Secret Santa.
Oh hell yeah! Secret Santa is the smartest thing ever, right? Yeah. Because here's what you do. Everybody got a budget. All right, they got a limit. So, for example, each person might have a $150 to $200 limit that they can spend on a person that they pull from whatever hat that we pull. Mm-hmm. And you don't know who's shopping for you. Now, you can put together a list of things that you may want for Christmas, and then they will shop. The person that pick you will shop based off of that list. So you don't know exactly what it is that they're going to get you. You know it's going to be something off that list, but what, you don't know.
Right.
And we do it that way. And you appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But man, I'm glad I ain't got little ones. I think if you got a little one, the best thing to do is, like you said, if they under 5, you can get them Dollar Tree toys. Yeah. If they over 5, what you can do is you can go ahead and get them one really big thing that they want, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go ahead and everything else you get a used Dollar Tree up. They ain't gonna, like you was right, Sky. They're not gonna care. Most of the time, man, I be thinking about all the money I spent on Christmas. My kids only maybe played with 1 or 2 toys every Christmas. The rest of them just sat and end up being given away.
Absolutely. Well, y'all go to the Goodwill. They might have some good stuff there.
There you go. Go to the Goodwills out in the neighborhood with the rich white folks. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to the Goodwills where the black folks at, because they ain't giving you shit but this shit that's falling apart, man. You know, missing screws and shit. You know, you don't want to go to our Goodwills. You want to go out to where the people with money at. You know, where they just like, oh, Teddy, you ain't played with this. Give it away. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mom. And then they end up giving the toy away and it still got the sticker on it, you know? Mm-hmm. Go to them Goodwills. Don't go to our Goodwills. You go to our Goodwills, it's some shit that we was going to throw away anyway. Tell me I'm lying.
And if you have kids in my mind, I will call them kids. But if you had kids 16 to 18, if they're working, I'll say, hey, I'll match you half of what you're looking for, right? So you want a PlayStation 5 that's $500, you save up $250, I'll give you $250. That's your Christmas gift. Because usually by 16, most of them are probably working. So if you 16, 17, 18, you're working, I will match what you save. That's my Christmas gift to you. So you only save $100, I'm gonna give you $100. But you know, every age group, you have to be smart on what you do. The gift card age groups, the toy age groups, the ones that are working and they want iPhone 16s and all that old stuff. You know, like, hey, this is what I can do for you.
Or when they get to an age where they're working age, there's not much you can buy them that's going to impress them anyway. Because when they got their own jobs, they buying their own stuff. So that's when you got to get creative with Christmas. Maybe your family adopts a family. That's good. You know, maybe you find a family that's less fortunate, and all of y'all will say, hey, for this family, we're going to put this much money together, and then we're going to go Christmas shopping and adopt this family of kids.
Absolutely.
I think that's the route that we need to go for the people that their kids is not little anymore and they're working. And, you know, they didn't already had the joy of Christmas. That's the best thing I think you can do.
Mm-hmm. That is absolutely true. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Because that's what we do. Our kids are grown, so we find other people's little kids to do things for and adopt the families. And we also do angel trees too. So, yeah.
Man, you know what? Maybe that may be something that come December, man, you need to link up on. I don't know if you got a space where we can go and do it, but we do like a toy drive and broadcast it and just, you know, man, I think that would be something I would really enjoy doing come this Christmas season.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah, we can do that, man, because a lot of people have ideas, they just don't know how to execute. So when you know how to execute an idea, whether it's a toy drive, a GoFundMe for a charity, or do any of that stuff, I've done it. Like I donate to charities, I've done GoFundMes, I've done like small toy drives, not big ones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Y'all, we about to kick off into some of these subjects, man. But before we do, we're gonna break off into a song. Speaking of, man, we are literally 5 weeks away. Actually, not even that. We are literally 4.5 weeks away from announcing the winner, male and female artist of the year, Soul Driven Artist of the Year. And so this is the male trophy. The female trophy is on the back. Well, actually, I got it here too.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the female trophy, female artist of the year, and the male artist of the year. We are literally 4 weeks away. I'm excited. The male's going to have a bigger cash prize than the females because there were more males that were involved than females. I know the ladies going to hate when I tell them how much the male's going to get. But we're going to announce it 4 weeks from now. So y'all going to see me talking about it a lot more on my Facebook page. I thank you and appreciate all the artists that have been a part of this journey. I think the cash prize is going to get more people intrigued and involved next year. So, and the artists that got involved this year, they can return and do another interview next year. So,
absolutely.
So, looking forward to that. I'm going to go ahead, Sky. I'm going to jump and we're going to play a song. And then we're going to go ahead and get into some of these topics because they are very, very interesting. All right. Hey, this is Havoc, man, from Alabama. Shout out to everybody down in Birmingham and Montgomery, Alabama. This is Havoc, man. Check this out. We'll be right back. If y'all can, right now, if you're watching, if y'all can do us a favor, share the live. It costs you absolutely nothing to share this live. The one way you can help us grow is simply by sharing the live. Share with your friends, your co-workers, your family. We'd appreciate it, all right? We'll be right back with y'all.
roll, it's out of control. They watching, the people want to show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow.
You gon' know my hunger, you gon' know my name. Never did I make it, oh boy, I was a lame. I'm telling y'all stories so y'all can know my pain. And I'ma need a straight jack, I'm finna go insane. Like every day I stayed up, trying to be the best out. Looking at me downfield, trying to run the best route. But you know these corners, man, had to put a curl in. All I do is fail, and I'm looking for my first win. Always fucking broke, I just wish that I can touch green. Trying to lead the hood, cause you know that I can do without. Gotta put my family on, you know that I can't do without. Can't stop, won't stop, baby, that's what this all about, yeah.
I'm on a roll, it's out of control. They watching, the people wanna show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow. Can't stop this glow. I'm about to blow. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow.
Can't stop, won't stop, gotta keep going. These niggas sleeping on me, so let them keep snoring. The best rap alive, and I gotta keep flowing. I'm pulling up like step, man, I gotta keep scoring. And losing not an option, I learned to be a better me. Best rap alive, and y'all others just a letter B. You trying to ride my wave, and these niggas trying to copy me. Wanted that alive, then you know these rappers dead to me. Second place, nigga, that's the best that they can ever be. Can't stop, won't stop, boy, you know I'm the recipe. Running the game for too long, think that I can give it up. Told y'all what a life I'm living, you know I had to live it up, yeah.
I'm on a roll, it's out of control. They watching, the people wanna show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow. Can't stop this glow. I'm about to blow. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow.
All right, man, we are back. Man, Scott, I want to get into this first one. You know what I'm saying? I know I got at all the topics in a certain pattern, but this one, man, I was just in awe when this chick said what she said. So this is a ex-wife who had a baby with her husband, right? Her and her husband got a divorce. So she had, well, I'm gonna let her tell it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and just play the video, and then we'll just talk about it, all right? Hold on, give me a minute.
Here's another wild card. The reason why my second child is here is because I wanted him to be here. And so I kind of went back to my ex to get the second baby. I know that's so that's why he's here, but there's no feelings there for my ex-husband.
Went to the ex really just to get the baby, basically. Just sleep with him and get the baby, and you put him on child support for the kid. But if you took him into court?
The first kid?
Yeah.
Well, when we got divorced, all of that is spelled out in the divorce.
So do you plan on doing it for the second kid?
Yes.
Do he know you set him up to have a baby? Your ex-husband?
I don't know.
You set that man up for that baby. That's what happened. You made him think that we was gonna reconcile because you wanted that baby. You wanted a second baby, and he don't know it. So now he ain't got no ill will. He thinks, hey, it just happened. He don't think that you finessed the baby out of, but that's exactly what happened. This don't even make no sense.
Here's another.
So, did you catch all of it?
So, did she want the second baby for the child support, or she just wanted the second baby for her?
She wanted the second baby for her, but
she's willing to put him on child support because of the second baby.
Yes,
I don't blame nobody but him.
She finessed him. Basically, what she did was she had him under the impression that they were going to reconcile and get back together, right?
Right.
So that's what she was saying. She ain't had no feelings for him. She just wanted to get pregnant by him because the first baby was by him. So she, played along, got pregnant again with no intentions of reconciling. Now, he thought they was going to reconcile, right? So now he's thinking, well, it just didn't work out. Well, it wasn't going to work out all along because she had no intentions of truly being with him. She just wanted a baby by him.
Hey,
you're right. It's on him.
The player hate the game, correct? That's what I was always told. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If you was that vulnerable or that lonely that you believe that this was going to happen, then you deserve the child and the child support. Because I don't care what no female tells me. It has to be some research, common sense, something. Now, if he was one of these guys that just thought with his penis, he deserves what he gets. I'm always a proponent of, if you are a slave to your penis, you deserve what you get. So no, on her end, she didn't put a gun to his head, right? She didn't poison him, put anything in his drink. She just had a normal conversation like me and you were having, right? Just a normal conversation. I love you, I want you back, blah, blah, blah. But something in him didn't tell him, let me
red flags, something off.
See what's going on. Or if I'm sleeping with her, let me use a condom for a while to see if she really wants this. I don't know why people don't think twice before they do anything. I have no clue on that.
Because you're right, Sky. I mean, if it was me, man, we can't be talking about adding another baby unless we talk about remarriage.
How old is the first child?
They didn't say. But I'm just saying that you did all that before remarrying.
But what happened with the first child? That's what I'm saying. They had a child together, then they broke up. So to me, something's not right. I had a child with you, we broke up. Now all of a sudden you want to reconcile and have a second child? I don't know. No, come on. Mm-mm.
I don't even think. I think this will happen, Sky. And this is where a lot of dudes get in trouble. He was out freeballing. He had no protection. He was in the club, man, spraying them walls up, watering the flowers, and that's what come from it. You're right. It is on him. I mean, as guys, we don't have to like that she did that, but it's still on him.
Yeah. It'd be different if she held his mama captive and said, hey, if you don't sleep with me, I'm
gonna
kill your mama.
You can hold my mama captive. I'm sorry, mama. You're going to have to find your way out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Or she had some type of secret video on him sleeping with a man or something. If she was blackmailing him or something, but for him to just fall for the okie doke, I can't feel bad for it. I'm sorry.
Man, ain't nothing a female can do. You blackmail me all you damn want. I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get me in no position that I don't want to be in. I'm sorry. Absolutely. It is what it is. Everybody just gonna have to know whatever it is you trying to blackmail me on. Because I ain't going.
Yeah, it's not gonna move me. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I did what you want, you still got the information to blackmail me. So what am I? I'm losing anyway.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. He's just, I don't know, man. Some of these people, again, they don't want to be alone, or they're not built for this life, and for her to just come back in. Because I was taught that the devil is never going to come as something that you don't like, right? You know, if you don't like this, why would the devil come looking like this? Because you're going to reject it. The devil is always going to come in a form of something that you like. So he must have still had feelings for the. Were they married or no?
They were divorced.
They were divorced.
That was-
That's what I'm saying, but they had been previously married. So the devil came back as your ex-wife because he knew that you probably still had feelings for your ex-wife, and now boom, he got you.
Man, you know, he a crazy one, and she gonna be getting child support out of him anyway. And
Both
then now
kids
she's
now.
not seeing, you know,
Because
again.
the court is not, the court ain't gonna look at it as you want to get it for this child. If both childs are yours, you for back pay for that other child too.
Yep. All over for you, brother. Y'all dudes better wake up. Y'all better wake up, man.
The simplest thing, man, and the simplest thing is either don't have sex with these girls or use condoms. And I don't know why that's so hard.
And especially the condom part. You know what I'm saying? It could change your life, especially men. I think they need to update family court personally, and we've seen it now. I think a lot of men is in uproar. We, not to bring politics in this, but I think the way men are voting now has a lot to do with family court. Like, dudes been getting screwed over by family court for a while. So they think that it's not because it's a woman president in there running for president, that's why dudes are voting one way. Was policy one thing, but I know one of them policies is I talk to a lot of dudes, and a lot of dudes are fed up with family court. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these, like that chick, she don't care about her kids. There's no way she can care about her kids. Not doing stuff like that. You know, so it is what it is. This chick right here was talking about, and I love her conversation. She was talking about value versus valuable when it pertains to a relationship. And I think she made some, first of all, she's beautiful. I wish I could see her without makeup. I hate makeup. I absolutely hate makeup. But without further ado, this woman, man, Sky, she made some good points, man, and we're going to dive into this. So here we go.
I think that in order to be a high-value woman, you can't be a promiscuous woman. And I don't care what anybody says. Actually, I think that high value means exclusivity. And exclusivity means everyone can't get it. If anybody can get at you, that's not high value. Not to be confused with valuable. If you look at diamonds, all diamonds are valuable. But some of them have the highest value, whereas other ones get crushed into little baby parts and are the fillers for other pieces of jewelry. All valuable. Like, high value is different from valuable, especially if you're a high value feminine woman that wants a high value masculine man. You cannot be promiscuous. I'm sorry, body count matters.
So wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. You can't be promiscuous. So do you believe in ordained virgin?
I honestly feel like if this was something that was done in your past and it never comes up and you never have the conversation around body count, then let it die. Like, if you're in your 40s and you had a wild time in college, does that really matter? Probably not.
Yeah.
But if you are in your current age and you are promiscuous,
Oh yeah.
I do not believe that a high value, high earning masculine man would choose you. He will make you one of his options too, just like you let everyone else make you an option. But being a promiscuous woman takes away from your value.
I agree.
I think that in order to be a high value woman, you can't be a promiscuous woman. And I don't care what anybody says.
All right, so
Actually,
it's right. It's playing
I
back.
think that high value means exclusivity.
All right. So you want to go ahead, man, and let's talk about what she said? I think that was pretty interesting.
If she's, I don't know, because I don't know if she's just talking about sex or marrying a woman, right? I saw a podcast where a dude said that he couldn't be with a woman or marry a woman if she had under 20 in her body count. When he gets in the bed with a woman, he wants a woman that's already ready, know what she's doing, know how to do it, and know how to please. He ain't got time to hold her hand. He ain't got time to explain. He needed a woman with a high body count. So when it came time for the bedroom, she's good to go. He didn't care about nothing before then. All that was just getting her ready for him, you know. But then there's some people who were like, no, 20 people for at any time in your life is way too many. So
man, you know what, guy? I've heard guys say that. What you just said, that as far as like not caring.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, and I want ladies, women, I want y'all to pay attention to this. The dudes that say that, are they married? Because it's easy to say that when you're not from at a place of marriage, right? But when you're married to a female and you at an event or you at somewhere important and you see dudes whispering and come to find out they whispering about your old lady, then tell me if you still feel the same way.
It might be some that might, but not all. I think again,
because guys, me and you are guys. We've been around other dudes that start talking about a female.
Absolutely.
And we may not have had a perception of that female, but just based on the conversation, our whole perception of that female changed. Because we like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're actually putting this in our, like, now this is memory, this is thoughts in our head, not experiences, but we like, you know how dudes got some worse than women. We worse than women.
I guess for her, to me, it's just, I guess it depends on the guy, because I'm with you, like, if she's had over 20, she would just be a side chick or somebody I would just go and just be with just to have a fun time. But I'm with you, your wife, your queen, you would want her to, because nobody's virgins unless you catch them at 15.
Oh, no.
If she's only had a couple of people, or she's been married to one guy for 10, 20 years, that's what you're looking for, because that shows me the loyalty. That shows me that you ain't out here cheating. You can be with one person, no matter if the sex drive is here, if it's there, you're going to stick around. That's who you put the ring and stuff on. The women that's these just ultra freaks and stuff, man, I'll catch you in the club or a bar somewhere looking silly. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with her on that, depending on how you're looking at it. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
And what she was talking about, like, you know, that value, like, that comes down with people, and you're right, Sky. It depends on what people are looking for. And there are exceptions to the rules. Like a dude like that was saying it don't matter, that could be an exception to the rule. But don't take that exception to the rule as the majority. Because the majority, we do not want to be out and about. And because one thing about us, man, we love showing off our women. You know what I'm saying? We love when somebody say, oh, you know, nephew, you got a good one. Or, hey, bro, you did good, bro. Or, hey, man, you got a beautiful wife, man. You did yourself good. You know what, man? Did you show a picture? And then they like, damn, that's Suck 'em Up Salad. Who? Yeah, Suck 'em Up Salad. She's like, oh, what? You don't want that. You don't want, you know, man, you marry her and then you see a tape come out on Pornhub, you know what I'm saying, or her just getting her, you know, her head beat against the wall, you know. You don't want that.
But like she said, then it also depends on the time. So if you and your wife are in your 40s and all this happened in her 20s, she went to what was it called? Wilding Out, not Wilding Out. What was that store with the guy?
Some of that stuff coming out, Freak Me, you know.
The DVDs
Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, Girls Gone Wild. Yeah. If she was in that 18 to 21 and then she's 45, I don't care. But man, that's so long ago. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it still depends on the time and who she is. You know what I'm saying? Because what the guy was saying was he don't want to date a girl who's been married for 20 years, only slept with one person for 20 years, and then get in the bedroom with him and she don't know nothing. Like you like, no, I can't do this. I need somebody who's already gone through the ringer. So when they ready to get to this Super Bowl, they good to go. You know what I'm saying?
He's a bad teacher. I'm gonna tell you. If you're willing to learn new things, that's the only thing should matter. I can teach you anything. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you're willing to learn and what do we have? And that should be a conversation anyway. That should be a conversation to be had. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could be a dudes. Let me speak to my fellas now. Now, from his point, when he with a chick like that, now she got a lot of dudes to compare him to. Mm-hmm. And that may not work out in his favor. See, when you got one chick, it's hard for the one chick to compare you to anybody else because she ain't had many other people else. But when you got that chick that got that high body count, that's when I tell you. Remember, I think I said this on the Facebook stat. I was like, when the female could talk about sizes, that means she had too many dudes. Because how do you know about sizes unless you had a lot of sizes to compare? You don't even have to tell your body count in numbers. You could just say specific things, and it's like, oh, this happened, man. She got a parking lot coochie. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, she done had too many. There's certain things to say it. It's vice versa. Females can find out about there's things we can say to alert females. We done been with a lot of females, and vice versa, without even saying nothing about body count.
That's true too.
If a dude talk about the different, cliques and all that, you're like, damn, how many have you seen?
Right. And again, and some people like that. Some people, but I'm like you. I can't be out with a wife or something, and 10 or 15 guys is like, man, yeah, about 2 years ago, she, what I'm saying? Now, 20, 30 years ago, I'm like, man, go on with that crap. But they said, like, about 2 years ago, man, she would, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
And I'm the same way.
If you was a hoe 20 years ago, you're a hoe now.
I'm the same way. If any girl wanted to vet me, go around and ask about Sky Black. Go around and see what people say. I ain't worried about it because you're not gonna get that. I don't know about that. He's been here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here just playing around like that. You see what I'm saying? So I would vet the same way and just let time tell, because time gonna tell it all.
Yeah, because I want to be the kind of the person that people wonder. Damn, not the dude that chicks be like, yeah, I can tell you his side and what color and if he if the doctor cut it or not. No, you don't want chicks to be able to tell. I'm like, damn, even though naturally once upon a time that was just a normal thing. To the victor goes the spoil. That's where all them slogans come from. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we get it, but.
Absolutely. Hey, different strokes for different folks, right? That's what makes the world turn. So if you the type of guys that don't mind marrying a woman who's had a high body count, if she makes you happy, fine. If you the type of guy that wants to marry a preacher's kid, that's fine too, or somewhere in between, I'm just in reality. I know that I'm not going to find a virgin, but yet I don't have to find somebody who's slept with 25 dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is why you go out and you talk and you figure out, okay, this and that, all that crap.
Right.
Now, if you meet a girl and she's like, man, I'm ready to get married and get out of town. I'm tired of being here. Red flag. Because then when you start walking with her and taking her out places, then that's when all the people are like, yeah, that was girl down. So if she's ready to leave the community, the city, the state, man, come on now, yeah, because she done found her a good man, and she don't think good man to go find out her history. So if y'all dip to another state, you can't find that out as fast.
Because dudes talk. Females, I don't know if they realize that stuff.
Hey,
dudes talk, man. They have your business out here. I think, man, dudes be pillow talking like a mud. We pillow talk more than women do. Y'all pillow talk to the public. Fellas, we pillow talk, man, to each other. So we already know about y'all before we ever get to y'all, for the most part. Unless you just move to a place. But if you own to a place, especially in my hometown, as small as it is, which is about a third of the size of Nashville, if your friends don't know about the chick, one of your family members know, somebody you work with know. It's like somebody, y'all connected via somebody. So,
absolutely.
but this you know what's on this podcast? Let me see if I can bring up this podcast because I want to give them credit. This is one of them that I come across often. It's called Tonight's Conversation. All right. So this was a conversation where females come up to a mic, and the panel was mixed with men and women, right? And so this female asked this question, and they had this conversation, and this dude gave her game. So,
why do men work so hard to get you, and then when you finally get them a chance, they won't put in the work to keep you?
Oh, you thought just because I was chasing you, I actually wanted to catch you. Yo, getting you to do that thing you normally don't do for other men, for me, gives me an ego boost, but that don't mean I want to keep you. Sometimes I do it for the sport. Collecting women is a sport to me. And let me tell you something. All my life, I've been taught how to gain a woman's attention, but secretly inside, I've never been taught how to keep it. Hold on. I learned how to pass the interviews, though. I learned how to say all the right things. Matter of fact, I don't get past the dating interview space. That's why I'm so good at it. Every 6 months, I start this cycle over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why you fall for me, is because I'm a serial dater, but I do not like commitment. I chase you not to catch you. I chase you because it's fun for me. Woo! And it gives me something to do. You thought I was texting you good morning because I was actually concerned about your morning. I text you that because I was bored. And to be honest, because I don't know how to fulfill myself inside, I look for validation from women like you. So here you are acting an ass for me, even though I'm an ass to you, and that does something for me. So just don't confuse me chasing you for me wanting to catch you. Cool?
I love it. Love it.
Man.
He did not degrade the girl. He was basically saying what he was taught and not taught in the home. And
man,
he probably had a bunch of uncles that taught him how to chase and get it. And when you done, move on to the next kill.
Let me tell you.
I got friends like that whose uncles were pimps, whose daddy was a pimp, the preacher was a pimp. They never taught them how to love and cherish a woman and keep a wife. You know,
you know what's going on?
You killed this gazelle today, and then 6 months later, when you get hungry again, you go kill another. Kudos to him. I love the way he put it.
And you know what, Sky? I don't even think you got to be a pimp to even understand it.
Right.
I think if you understand that women lead with their emotions.
Right.
Once you learn how to tap into their emotions, which a lot of dudes have mastered, because a lot of females first of all, they're superficial, the majority of them. So if you look, half the battle is if you're attractive, you got it. If you're attractive, you got it. That's half of the battle. The other half of the battle is convincing them and getting them to believe words that you say. Don't let them look at the actions. Get them to focus on the words.
Absolutely.
Now, every now and then you want to throw in the action to fool them, but if you get them focused on the words, they're not even paying attention to the actions. So it's easy to fool a lot of them. He did this and everything's on point. Or he said this and he said that and he made me feel, right?
Right.
That don't take a pimp. That just takes somebody to understand your nature and to attack you, use your nature to take advantage of it.
Absolutely, because a lot of women with these daddy issues and all this stuff, they have this wall built up. And he was basically saying he's learned how to climb that wall when other men would give up, you know. But again, he didn't down her. He was saying, this is what I've been taught, because nobody's perfect. Like I said, I was taught how to survive. I wasn't taught how to be a husband. I was taught how to keep the lights on, keep a roof over your head, keep food in your stomach. After that, everything else was minimal. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's saying coming up, this is how he was taught about women, is to do this and do that. Now, go back to the previous conversation that you said, Damo, if you're willing to learn something new, then that's fine. And I believe that if he finds the right woman and he wants to learn how to do something else other than chase, because he looks like he's a young 32-year-old man, good looking 32. When he gets 50 and 60 and you can't run like that no more, then you better start learning something new. That's why as the older you get, wisdom is the best thing for people, because your body is not going to last as long as your mind.
Which is why, and you're right, which is why a lot of people whose relationships is built on sex, once that dissipates,
absolutely,
and dissolves, so does the relationship.
That and money. When it's on sex and money, it's gone.
That's the other thing.
We all, whether male or female, females go through times where they're just not sexually active. Men can go through times where they're not sexually active. We all have the times where we got a lot of money, and we've all had times where we like, oh, how we gonna pay next month's bill?
Right.
When, like you said, when those two things go, the relationship down.
Once some kids get out the house, once some kids get older and they are as dependent on you, and then it's just you dealing with yourself or you dealing with your mate, then reality, you'll know what's what.
Absolutely.
Most people, when the kids are out of the house, they don't make it.
Right. So the advice I try to tell my friends is, because I know when you get taught when you come out the house, look halfway decent and be halfway decent, take a bath, smell good, blah, blah. I'm telling them now, actually, let a woman fall for you at your lowest point. Because that way, again, when you fall again, because you will fall again, she's not going nowhere. If you come out every day, and I'm a hypocrite, with the grills and the chains and the nice cars, and she's with you, and then let's go, because it will go, you don't know if she's going to stay or not. But if she loves you and you got holes in your pants and you look like you just struggling and you can't make ends meet and she's there to connect the dots, then you will know when you on the high, she's going to be up there with you. But when you're on the low, she's going to be right there with you too.
You know what, Sky? I was just having a conversation last night, right? Mm-hmm. Where I was telling somebody, I was like, you know what? I forget what the question was. I had to go back to my Facebook to find it. But I know the gist of it was I was like, most men, like women want to go and get their education and they want to do all that first and then they want to settle down. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that most of us don't want to build with a woman that already got more than us. Mm. We don't. And the reason being, and I know women have a hard time digesting this, but the reason being is two reasons. One of them is majority of women don't respect men that they make more than. Mm. Now, if both them and that man was at the bottom, it don't matter because it's us. We both didn't have nothing. So rather it's you growing or me growing, this is a us thing. Mm. But if you already had, and I'm just attaching what I have to what you have, but what you have is more, you're not going to respect my half. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So that's one. Now, that's more of a thing with women than men. I think if men made more, long as the women exhibited other qualities that's important to them, men wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are some rich dudes that will throw that up in women's face. But them, man, them are beta males. Mm-hmm. That's far and few in between. For the most part, men would love to take care. If we can handle all of the financial burden ourselves and be okay, most men would have no problem with that.
Right.
But women, absolutely. But think about this, Sky. Women can make $150,000 and they want a man to make just as much as them or more.
All right.
Men, we making $150,000. If you got certain qualities, we don't give a damn.
Right. Right. But you know what? I'm so good in myself that I wouldn't care if my woman made more than me. Because I like to learn. I don't know if people understand. That's why I love doing this podcast, because you always teach me something. If my woman makes more than me, then what is she doing that I'm not? Just because she don't have a penis don't mean she can't teach me something new. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Huh? I agree with that. The only issue with that is, and the issue with a majority of women, is that a lot of them, even though they make more than men, they don't know how to show their men respect. Because see, we require that amongst all. It don't matter what. We require respect. Right. So if you disrespecting us, you know, like me, I've been with my old lady a long time. So if she was making way more than me, it wouldn't be a thing. Now, if I met a new female, it probably wouldn't be either. But the first time she showed me disrespect, we done. Because I demand respect.
Absolutely.
How much money you making? So that's the issue.
But see, if your woman makes more money than you, right, and you can come in and show that you can still be a head of a household, she's not going to disrespect you. See, a lot of women disrespect men because they're not being men. And sometimes it's not even about the money. Like your woman making good money and you struggling trying to catch up, as long as you know how to be a protector, a provider, as long as you say, hey, we're going to take our money, we're going to invest in this and save for that and that, she'll still be a woman as if you made the money and she didn't. But this is just me, Damo. So for what I see,
there are women out there like that. I'm not going to say that they're not. There are definitely women out there like that.
The disrespect that I've seen come, whether the man is making more money or less, is he don't know how to be, in my mind, a man, a provider, somebody she can trust. Then that's where the disrespect comes from. So she don't care how much money you're making. She's not going to respect you as the man and the head of the household because you're not doing what you're supposed to do to get that respect.
But a woman that's with a man making $150,000, $200,000 will put up with more than a man that's making $50,000.
Okay, I can see that.
You see what I'm saying? Because they know it's like with Beyonce. Beyonce didn't leave Jay-Z not because she couldn't find another dude. She Beyonce,
right? But
because she find another dude that's bringing in what Jay-Z bringing in.
No, but
because women, for the most part, because think about this, guy. The majority of women, this not all. I hate when people say, well, all women. No, I don't have to say all. Y'all know where I'm speaking about majority. Right. The majority of women like to date up. They don't like to feel like they're dating down.
Absolutely.
Right? So, man, Beyonce, when she got cheated on by Jay-Z, though she was telling these other women to leave they do, she shut the F up. Solange was the one that took up for her. All the stuff that Beyonce was telling all y'all to do, she wasn't doing herself.
Absolutely.
Beyonce knew, as ugly as Jay-Z is, his lips look like they've been stung by killer bees 10 times over. You know, we know that. It looked like somebody shut him in a car door. We know that, all right? But she wasn't going to leave Jay-Z because she know Jay-Z bringing in bread. So when a man is making when he is at a certain status, they'll put up with it more than a man that's not. And that's what I'm saying. As a dude, I don't care if I'm making more, you making more. I demand respect. And if you can't, fine. I'll go on my merry way.
Me too. That's how I feel. But I not only is the respect there, but regardless if my woman is making more or less, I'm still gonna give her respect too. So I think the whole conversation is more just about respect than money. I think that's what it is. If whether I'm broke or whether I'm not, and vice versa. If I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, then I understand why you treat me that way, talking to me and walking away. But if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, then you respect me, I'm gonna respect you, and then the money will come up under that. You know what I'm saying?
And so, I'm gonna give a prime example.
A lot of women, especially when they're young, they want to date old if they're mature. They want to date older men because they're stable. They want to date these 19, 20-year-olds instead out here playing with their penises and all that other shit. I get that. I honestly do. But sometimes there's always a situation to where it's okay, women, to build your foundation and find you a good man who's probably ain't there just yet, but will once he finds a good woman like you.
Right. And or he may always be who he is. The thing is he consistent?
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Don't fall into that Hollywood. Stop trying to compete with the women that you work with or the women that you're around. They have their dudes, you got your dude.
Absolutely.
Their dude fills a specific place in their life, and your dude should do the same.
Absolutely.
Men, we don't do this. One thing we don't do is compare our wives.
Right.
Women do when, oh man, my husband got me flowers. Yeah, her husband got her flowers. Her husband bought her a new car. All this. Why are you worried about what the hell he doing? He could be also knocking her upside the head.
Might be other things in the relationship that's going wrong. That's why he's buying.
That's what I'm saying.
And all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, it could be. We don't know what goes behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, but women, they're gonna talk and gossip anyway. They gonna tell it all. But he likes this color, he likes this button up, he likes these pants, he only cut the grass on Sundays. I'm like, y'all stop gossiping about your men. Talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's another thing we don't do. I know you hear me talk more about my wife on this podcast than you ever see me on social media.
Right.
Do you understand why that is, though?
You like me? You like to keep your personal life private?
And here's the reason why I like to keep that part private.
Mm-hmm.
Because other dudes don't have what I got. So why would I advertise her? That's like me going into Joe Johnson with a cart full of T-bone steaks, saying, I got these T-bone steaks. I got these. What do you think gonna happen?
They're coming for you.
They coming for it.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I want to advertise oh man, I got this Lambo. And I'm stunting. What do you think they're gonna do?
Absolutely.
I'm not advertising what I got is special for what? Validation?
For people who don't know you or like you? Absolutely. Correct.
It ain't even the men that I gotta worry about. It ain't just the men I gotta worry about. It's the women I gotta worry about too.
Absolutely.
Because women like, how dare she have a man like that and I don't?
Man, preach. Preach.
How dare she be happy? How dare she have a man to make her happy? A man to cut the grass, a man to wash the car, a man that'll kill a spider if it's a spider in the house. How dare she have a man that shovel a snuff? A man that can take the car to the shop to see what's wrong with the car, or that can fix the car himself. How dare she have that kind of man? If somebody break in the house, that man, because I got weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How dare she have a man that's gonna get up willing to take anything out? If somebody break in my house, it's me.
Absolutely. And the sad part is the closest ones, man. It be their friends, their sisters, their
family,
cousins, family. Because, like you said, they know your enemy and strangers don't know what you got.
Yeah.
But your family and friends know what you got.
You're the ones that's gonna rob you the quickest.
Man, so quickly. You think, oh, this is my first cousin, and we've been cool forever. But like you said, she found out that you got a man that she could never get. Oh,
yeah. Why wouldn't she come for him? It's survival of the fittest.
Absolutely. It's a jungle out here.
Survival of the fittest.
Concrete jungle. Absolutely. So I agree with you 100%. That's why I keep my life private from my business life.
Yeah, you don't want everybody to know who you're. Yeah.
You're right.
I show pictures every now and then, but you don't. Even people I associate with.
Yeah.
People would try to take your you know what? We were talking about this. People would take your resources. They will steal your ideas. People will come for anything. And so you got to be quiet a lot of times about what it is that you got going on.
Absolutely. And people will pray against you like they will pray for you. So if they physically can't take it, they will pray against you.
I've had it done before, man.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I don't like to put everything out because I know people will come for what I got, especially when a person like me who is not a likable guy. I'm likable if you know me. For the people that know me really well, they like, man, that's a real stand-up dude.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give you the shirt off his back. To the other people that don't know me, they like, man, I don't like him, man, because they don't like my opinions. You know what I'm saying? So it's not cool to be masculine and speak the way I speak. you know what I'm saying, with my chest out. They want the guys that just always agree with them and stuff. You know,
everybody sees the world differently. That's why I was so excited about this podcast, because I see the world one way, Damo, you see it another way, right?
And we still get along.
Yeah, nobody's right, nobody's wrong. We coming together and saying, hey, I didn't think about it like that. Because now when people talk to me about marriage, Damo, then I'm going to give you your flowers. I tell them it's about loyalty, legacy, and respect. Then love. Because, you know, traditional marriage is about I love you, you love me. No. The woman you're going to pick, if I die, right, and I might have left something to a woman that she hates, she's still going to do my wishes because she loves me, and that was my wishes, and vice versa. She could have a cousin that I hate, and if she died and said, I'm leaving this cousin $10,000, my wife says, you're going to get this 10, even though I don't like you, here's the money. This is what marriage and stuff is all about. I never saw it that way until you brought that up.
If you really think about this, Scott, there's a reason why there's only a 30% marriage success rate. Mm-hmm. That's pretty low, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason why only a 30% is even going to get married, and there's a reason why that is.
Right.
The reason why that is because y'all prioritize love, and love changes.
Absolutely.
You can love something, man. We've had boyfriend and girlfriends and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we love them and then no longer love them. I ask women all the time. You had dudes that you told you loved you to, but then you don't give them a second thought. Vice versa for us when it comes to girlfriends. Mm-hmm. Right? So why would I want to build it based on that?
Absolutely, man.
When you can change. The way you at any moment you can change. You can feel one way about me, and then the next moment you don't feel that way. Something better come along. Just like I don't like women that base everything on money. Because if I got money and you only with me because I can provide for you, well, what happens when somebody that's better, a better provider come by and want to take care of you?
Absolutely. You're right. That is so true. But that's how we've been taught growing up, is that's what it was. And I'm thinking, no, because somewhere in my mind and heart, it just didn't feel that way. Because like you said, so many people get divorced. You stand in front of that preacher, I love you, we do our vows, and then 5 years later, y'all are divorced. Because I don't think people saw it the way you presented it. And when you presented it that way, it makes complete sense to me now. Complete sense.
It's all about
this is why I tell my friends about marriage, because now it makes sense to me. There was a hole missing in that puzzle that you finally put that piece in, and now marriage is a whole puzzle to me. That makes complete sense.
If you really think about it, and I know when it comes to certain ideas and certain beliefs I have, people be like, well, I don't know if I'm quite on what, in agreement of what he said pertaining to this. But at the end of the day, loyalty, if you loyal, that means that no matter what happens, I'm going to be by your side. Mm-hmm. That is the definition of loyalty. There is no but if. There's no but if in loyalty. Either you're absolutely loyal or you're not. People come to me and say, I'm loyal. And then I ask them, well, were you divorced? Yeah. Well, who asked for the divorce? I did. Well, how does that make you loyal?
Correct.
Because that means that you were basically saying that you were going to be with this person no matter what. Right?
Right.
So if you're not with them no matter what, then how does that make you loyal?
Absolutely. Now, of course, there's always exception. If he was beating you up about the kids, about to throw your kids out the window, stuff like that. But the majority of them are like you. They just thought the grass was greener on the other side. That's why.
Let me tell y'all, ladies, flip the script. I don't mean to be violent, but if you can't sleep in comfort, should he be able to take a nap in comfort or eat in comfort? See, I don't give an excuse to anything. You know what I'm saying? You can get a person to change, because if I can't walk in the comfort of my home, then why should you?
Right.
You ain't gonna be comfortable in this city because at any moment I think you can bop me upside the head. Then I just need you to understand that I'm going to take what you did and I'm a tenfold it, so we can have some kind of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to all of this, even with that, even with that, that could be corrected. You ever seen the bully? I've had to deal with a bully. You know how I got the bully to quit bullying?
How's it?
Turn into the bully. I turned into the bully against the bully.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't going to be when you see me around. You're going to be on pins and needles because you don't know how I'm coming.
Right.
Because if I'm not going to be able to walk around here and come, you aren't either. I'm gonna wait till I think you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm coming, and you like, damn. So are we gonna make peace, or are we gonna continue this?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So really, at the end of the day, there is really no at all. There is really no absolute excuse. Either you're gonna be loyal or you're not. And once you decide that, hey, we're gonna be loyal, we gonna no matter what, then that's a choice. And I said this, and I'm gonna move on, but I said this last week. Can't nobody break up your relationship or marriage but you and your significant other. Because y'all choose if y'all gonna continue it or if y'all just gonna let it be. Y'all the ones to make that choice. It don't matter who else come in and get involved. At the end of the day, y'all two are the ones to make the choice if y'all gonna ride whatever out or not.
Absolutely.
So when people be like, man, that's good. Y'all been married this long and this long and this and this and that. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm built in a way that you're not and have an understanding in the way that you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you. You know, they don't know what you did, man, how you got your house, what you had to go through to get your credit like that. They don't know the focus and dedication that took. Everybody ain't wired to be like that, are they?
No.
No.
They're not. They're absolutely not. And you know, and what my strength is my strengths, and what my weakness is my weaknesses. So people who are wired that where I'm weak at, then I don't mind coming over there and listen to what you got to say. Because you know, I just like to learn and grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I've always been. And once I learn something, Damo, I can't unlearn it. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, all these people, once I've learned what they've done and how they've done it, I can't unlearn it. So this is all I know. So when we talk about marriage and wives and kids and grandkids and children, this is what's coming out of my mouth. I can't unlearn it because this is what they do. And look at their lineage and how they still got millionaires 200 years later, and we sitting here struggling and all this stuff. It's just crazy. Like the last time we talked about marriage, that girl AK, I know who she is. When she was talking about, no, it's about love and this and that. And okay, if that's how you see it, fine. But then when all your children turn 18 and they get out and struggle, let's see if they think about love and all this stuff. Somebody has to break that cycle, that what I call mediocre middle class mindset cycle. Somebody has to break it and say, hey, there's a better way of doing things. And that's what I can't unlearn. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the thing is also, Sky, we're never too old to learn. Like I evolve all the time. Especially with us doing this podcast, your thoughts and the things that you say make me evolve in the way I think about things and feel about things all the time. Because that's what we're really supposed to be doing. Bouncing thoughts and ideas off each other. And some things we're going to believe what we believe, and some things we're going to be like, you know what? Now that I think about it, he was absolutely right in his assessment of that thought or that opinion.
Right. And so again, when I talk to my single friends about marriage and relationships, I don't lead with love and falling in love. I don't lead with that Disney and Nickelodeon stuff because that's what you've been indoctrinated with. You might go in the tower and somebody on a horse a night gonna come and save you, and you're gonna let your hair down and he gonna climb and save you. I'm sorry. for you adult females. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
You know the bad word about that too, Sky?
What's that?
You know what's really bad about that?
Mm-hmm.
Is people don't understand this point. They only tell half the story.
Right.
See, in Hollywood, you don't get the full story. You don't get the beginning, the middle, and the end. You just get parts and bits and pieces and think that that's how things work. It's not how things work.
No.
You want anything to work, I don't care what area of life it is, whether it's relationships, careers, anything. If you want it to work, you have to put in the work. And you have to make a choice to go through with it.
Absolutely.
You have to work it out. Speaking of, this is something I wanted to talk about. This dude made a good point. I think I've heard it. I really want to get on this because women always, they fail to realize this. Y'all always, when a dude leave y'all and he finds something else, y'all always look at the other chick and be like, he downgraded. Well, yeah, you might look better than his present girlfriend, but that don't mean you're a better choice. So without further ado, I'm gonna let this brother talk about it, right?
Right.
All I'm gonna say is, man, I can't stand when you get a new joint and then the old bitches start hating for me. Like, ew, I look better. You probably do, but you're not better enough. Understand? For me, off the simple fact, she got a better heartbeat. She more peaceful. She's funnier. All the dates I wanted to take you on, and because you dressed bad, I didn't want to go on. We're going. So understand, it's not all about looks, man. Y'all be comparing looks, and feel me, motherfuckers be better than people just in general. Because me, brothers, I'd rather deal with a little medium, ugly joint. Good days, she look like MC Light. Bad days, she look like Whippy. But I could deal with it. I'd rather deal with that than dealing with a bad bitch playing me, bitch doing dates, doing funny shit. It's quiet. You can back it up. That's why I said, man, it's not all about looks. Because a lot of y'all personality be all in them fat asses. A lot of y'all go from 6s to 10s because that ass is fat. I'm going to be real. All I'm going to say is, man, I
can't be with a trainer if I can't trust a trainer. I will be with a Whoopi Goldberg all day because, again, go back to what you said.
I take my glasses off this one.
Trust, loyalty, and legacy. If that's what Whoopi Goldberg is giving me, because this is what I want. If that's what Whoopi Goldberg is giving me, I will take her over a trainer who I can't trust, who's only for the money, the status, the clout, that she wants to be the center of attention. And every time we go somewhere, I gotta wonder, every dude that looks at her or every dude that she look at, when I'm not around, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Sliding in her DMs and all that old shit. That's what he's talking about when he says peace. He ain't always talking about just in the house fighting each other. He's talking about if a man slides into your wife's or woman's DMs, do she block him? Or did she like, hey, what's going on with my husband? He's at work right now. And then 6 months later, all hell breaks loose because he didn't fell in love with you and you didn't know nothing about him. And his wife comes knocking at your door. That's what he's talking about. And I'm with him 100%. You can take the ugliest girl in the world, but if her personality is beautiful, I will take her over anybody that's supposed to be a dime or a quarter or half a dollar whose attitude is nasty.
I think that's the misperception that a lot of women have, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be pretty as all get out. And Sky, you can attest to this. There are females that have opened their mouth. We thought like, woo, this is the baddest thing we've seen in a while.
Absolutely.
And her behavior,
mm-hmm.
or when she opened her mouth,
absolutely,
it is an absolute turn off.
Absolutely.
And she will go from, in our eyes, a 9 to a 4.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
I think that a lot of females, like, yeah, we like to have women that we show off. But what a lot of women misunderstand about men,
mm-hmm.
or they don't understand what we understand, is that there's a shelf life on beauty.
Yeah, it is.
It is a shelf life. You got 20 years tops. Now, they be like, no, because there's some women in their 40s and 50s that still look good.
Right.
but they don't look good as that 21, 22, 23-year-old, do they?
Nope. Never seen
Which
it.
is why a lot of these females catch attitudes when dudes date females that young, not understanding that when they were that young, they were looking for dudes older.
It's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. And so that beauty that y'all hang yourself, y'all spend all that, y'all spend billions and trillions of dollars on beauty. The shelf life for it is only 20 years. After that, if that's all you had to bring, if that's the only attraction, guess what? That's when your dude leave you and he be banging the young secretary at the office.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of these guys, they want trophy wives. They want be out in public and everybody, oh my God, look how great she is. That's fine. I don't need that. I need a wife that when I go out into this world and I fail, because I will fail, because I have a lot of business
Most
ideas.
dudes want that, Stein.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I want to do. And when it fails, she's my safety net. You know what I'm saying? You know, she might look good out in public, but when shit hits the fan, she gonna go to the next guy and look good for him. Because she don't know how to be a safety net. All she knows is how to dress good and look good in public. I need that safety net. So I'm with him. I ain't down like that.
And most dudes want that. And the problem is a lot of women are looking for safety nets. They're not looking to be a safety net. They're not looking to be like there's certain things that we need assistance with or help with. They're not willing to be that. They're willing for the man to be that, but they don't want to do it. They just want to live and be like a child, be at home, do what they want to do, like a kid. Right. They ain't looking to, well, how can I help this man help me?
Absolutely.
And so,
absolutely. I mean, I read a story one time. You know the rapper Killer Mike?
Yeah.
And when he first started getting his rap money, he wanted to buy chains and cars. And his wife, who's still his wife now, told him, don't do that. You take this money and you go buy these dilapidated properties and look how much he's worth now.
Look at Gucci man.
Like, let's go get this BMW. Let's go get these shoes, these Nikes. Let's look good. She's like, no, we don't need to do all that. We're going to put money into these buildings. So when the neighborhood builds up and we get into our 40s and 50s and we can't work like we used to, we going to be good. That's what I'm talking about.
Or look at Gucci's wife. Look at Gucci's wife. Gucci,
how she stepped in even when he was locked up.
$3 billion came back and she had none.
Think about how she took care of Gucci when he was locked up all those times. Can you trust a woman to do that, or she's gonna drain your bank accounts, drain your safe, because she know where your safe is, where that extra 10, 20,000 in cash is. Take your jewels and run. That's what you need to know when you put rings on their fingers, let them live with you. When can you leave $10,000 out on the table, go out here and do, and it's still right there when you come back.
And that is not easy to find. That is not. I mean, man, when that woman was talking about value versus valuable, that is the part of what she was talking about as far as value. You know what I mean? Like those kind of. You got all valuable. All women don't have the same thought.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all all valuable, but all of y'all don't have the same value.
Correct. That's correct.
And she used it in the perspective of talking about sex, and I understand why she went to that. She went to that because the majority of men want women who have next to no body counts. It's just like, if I paid $5 million for a ring, I don't want to find out that 20 other people got this ring. The rarity is what makes the ring so valuable. That's why she spoke and compared it to diamonds. It's not something that's accessible to everybody. Everybody can't get that diamond. Everybody ain't going to have it. So I understood what she was getting at. This next one, I'm going to play a song before we get to this last one. Because, man, time been flying on here. We already at an hour, 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get. I love this female artist. I know y'all tired of me playing her, but Dominique J. Dominique J.
Oh, shout out to Dominique Memphis in the house.
Memphis in the house. Dominique J, man, we got you, man. And we'll be right back. Again, if y'all watching this, please share the live. My people on Rezo, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, even if you're connected to Skies, please do us a favor and share the live. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Attentively, tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you. You love it when I take it there. Love it when you pull my hair. You love it when I take it slow and drop it down low. You're so I just want you to know how I feel inside. I want you to know how I feel about you. I want you to know that I need you. Want you to know that I feel you. You so sweet, oh so sweet, attentively and tenderly to me. Want you to know that I love you.
A little bit of a comeback, a little garbage time.
All right, y'all. That was Dominique J. Shout out to Dominique, man, and everybody in Memphis, man. Shout out. I want to get to this last one.
Hold on, Damon, before you get to the last one, we got a new comment from Ronnie Tooney. So it takes a certain type of mental strength to be loyal. You have to learn to shut certain parts of who you are off in order to make it work. Higher level of thinking and logic. And Ronnie, I believe that is absolutely, because you can't have everything in this world. You have to give up something to get something. So what am I willing to give up of me and myself to make this relationship or businessship or whatever work? If I can, if out of 10 things, if I can get the top 3 that I want, the other 7 are negotiable for me. Some things are like, nah, I need these 3 things. But the next 7 is negotiable. Everything's negotiable in this world. And you're right. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have that me mentality. And you got can't have that and be successful in this world. In anything, relationships, businesses, whatever. Hell, even your 9-to-5 job, you have to be a team player.
Right.
But thank you for commenting.
All right, so this next topic, I may be able to squeeze in too.
Okay.
Is she right or is she wrong?
Mm-hmm.
This is Jaguar right.
I got played so many times for being nice.
Listen to me.
For being nice.
That's not why you got played.
Give it to me. I'm ready to hear.
Because you were being nice.
Give me the lesson.
You got played because they didn't want to believe it.
Damn, what you mean? Please expound.
People don't want to believe that people are really nice. People don't want to believe that people are really kind. All of us are struggling with our humanity. All of us got to guard up with everybody.
Yeah.
So there's always people that are, no matter how good you treat them. Matter of fact, some people, the better you treat them, the worse they behave.
Woo.
They don't want to believe it's real.
Woo.
Can't be real. No, everybody's up. What do you mean you? And then they try to find ways to push those buttons to bring that negative side of humanity out of you.
Amen.
Because I got played so many times.
All right, man. She said about fool.
I could end the podcast right there. She said it all. The best people, the ones you treat the best, are the ones that treat you like crap. The people that treat them like crap, they stay with them, talk to them, they revere them. But when you come in and you treat them like a human being, they treat you like crap. How is that possible? How is your life so built up of negativity that the people that treat you like dirt, those are the people you stay around every day and talk to all the time? But the people who's supposed to treat you in a God-fearing human being way, them the ones you treat like crap and try to bring that negative energy to, like she just said. I'm like, how the shit are you trying to argue and bring negative energy to me when I've always just tried to treat you like you're supposed to be treated?
You know, man, we about to have a really good conversation right quick. Not to say that we always don't have one, but this really make me, and I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
In your experiences, because you are a traditional guy,
right.
You pay for the meals, you know, open doors. You're that old school.
Right.
So have you found it that with the women where you were nicer to, the nicer you were or the more traditional you were with them, the worse they were towards you?
Yeah, because they didn't know how to accept it.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, they've been so used to being lied to. Game is crazy. Women have been so used to being treated bad, lied to, stolen from. I tell girls all the time, I don't want nothing from you. I'm not going to use you. You can't buy my friendship. I don't want nothing from you. If I do something for you or your children, it's out of the kindness of my heart. Not because I have to, because I move to the beat of my own drum. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I'm treating you nice and you still got this wall up and you still treating me like shit, I know that you're not used to what I'm bringing to the table. And so nice guys, when I came up, they said nice guys come last and nice guys get treated wrong. And I'm saying, you know what? I agree, but I'm still not going to let that change who I am, because I'm still a God-fearing man.
Man, I'm going to tell you. Since I become a little bit on the asshole side, I feel like I get hit on more being an asshole than I was being a nice guy.
Absolutely.
When I was a young pup, I was a super nice guy. And that just never bode well for me. So the more angrier and the more on edge I got, and it's just funny. Because I've had this conversation with other dudes who are the same way. And then from an observation standpoint, when you see the dudes who are the dudes that are not worth shit, like we men, we know each other. And we know when a dude ain't shit. That dude ain't shit. But when they get, perks that nice dudes don't get for being nice guys, then the nice dude's like, man, screw being a nice guy. Kevin Samuels talked about this all the time.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
He talked about this and it went over women's head. And still to this day, I think women don't want the nice guy until they've been treated bad by a whole bunch of bad dudes.
Right.
Absolutely. Then they like, oh, now I want the nice guy. Well, now you want the nice guy because, man, you've been being dogged and you've been humbled by the dudes that you wanted but that didn't want you, though. But the dudes that worship the ground you walk on, them are the ones you treat bad. That is this stupid. I know I probably shouldn't use that word, but that just don't make no dang sense to me. It don't.
And you know, and I was like some people back when I was growing up, I'm like, man, I need to start being more mean. I need to start da. But then I was told that, hey, put it in God's hand because God will make your enemies your footstool. Right? Those people who treated you bad back then, here they come. Them same people who's your enemies, here they come. Because you didn't change, because the devil was trying to get you to change. And I did not change. I stayed the course of who I was. Now, if we can't get along, you stay on this side of the street, I stay on this side of the street. I'll wave, speak, but I'm keeping it moving. So to all the guys out there that's listening, there are nice guys. I don't care how many times you've been kicked down or been treated horribly. Don't change who you are, because your blessings are coming. They got the answer for whatever the way they treating folks. And most people that treat folks like crap or in spite,
come back.
And not only that, they don't prosper. I've never seen it fail. I have never seen it fail. They're mad at their lives. They're mad at their finances. They're mad at their women. They're mad at the way they living, and they want to bring in negative energy to you because you're smiling. God, you're highly blessed and favored. So yeah, I see where it's coming from. So I'm like, look, I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to treat you better than your own family's treating you. And if you can't get that, then you going back to business. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I learned from that? Because I'm not that like that nice part. That dude is gone. He ain't never probably gonna come back. But I would say this. This is what I learned. I learned that you always treat people well.
Absolutely.
Because I've had ex-girlfriends had to come back and apologize. Like other dudes treated them so bad, and it's like you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Absolutely.
And so I've had, you know what I'm saying? Like I had one particular, and a lot of things, and it's another thing. Sometimes, man, God doing you a favor.
Calvin.
I've had ex-girlfriends that I've been like, ooh, thank you, Lord. Ooh, I dodged a bullet.
Amen. Yes. Absolutely.
I'm looking at them now, and I'm like, ooh, I ended up with something way better. Oh my God. Lord, you gave me a Volvo Pinto van, and I ended up, man, with a damn BMW. You know what I'm saying? I got a Beamer now, and I had this, man, station wagon. Thank you, Jesus. You know,
I'm so glad about red flags. Yeah, I'm so glad about red flags, man. And these girls out here, and I can't knock them because I don't know how they grew up, where they came from. You know, they have daddy issues, brother issues, stepdad issues, and that's okay. But when you get to me and I'm trying to treat you like the human being you're supposed to be, and you still stuck on that shit where you came from, that means to me you don't want to grow. You like that, like you like that drama and all that old BS. No, then you stay where you at.
Right.
You know?
You're right. You're right, man. But I'm telling you, man, it's like, you know, especially men, man, if you treat a female right, you got to protect yourself. That's why I'm glad I did change a little bit, because I think, you know, now I ain't got to worry about, I'm off the market. But if thunder and lightning struck and I was back on the market again, I'm much more prepared. I'll just say that. You see what I'm saying? Like, now there's a sensible, it's a different dude, a better dude, but a different dude, you know? But he right. The nicer you are, this is sometimes with friends. You know, sometimes we got to be stern with friends.
Absolutely. You
can't they'll run you over. They'll use you. People, a user don't know when to stop using.
Nope. As long as you keep giving, they're going to keep taking.
They're going to keep taking.
Absolutely. at the end of the day. And so whether they family, friends, relationships, distant cousins, you always gonna have people that you're close to, and you gonna have people that like, hey, they kinfolk, but I don't fool with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we going in two separate directions, you know.
You right, Sky.
Yeah.
Man, we got a couple minutes, so woo! Man, y'all, that was a good one. But this next one, I'm gonna add it on here. Let me go ahead and stroll down and find it. I forgot I posted this up this week. And usually I try to find about 5 topics, and I found 5, but I actually found 6 and didn't realize it. Because a lot of times throughout the week I find these and I'm like, ooh, that's something real good that me and Sky could talk about. But this video was talking about dudes, and I know dudes that do this, that trap women with babies, man, and women ain't smart enough to really understand it and how we trap y'all with babies. Oh, hold on. Oh, I lost it.
They crazy.
Ha! Ooh-wee. Yeah, we do be trapping y'all with kids. Cardi B got trapped with some kids. Y'all want to know? Y'all gonna ask me how? I'm gonna tell y'all how Cardi B got trapped with kids. But without further ado, here we go.
Trapping women when the woman wants to like go off and like do something with herself and move away from the sorry ass person that he is.
The Scorpio. The Scorpion.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm just saying, like, dude. Because I don't want it to just be like, oh, only women trap men. Like, I can name 2 people who probably got my last name. Like, they done been trapped by a dude. They don't have my last name. Let me just stop lying. but they related to me.
I have a friend.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a guy. I definitely don't be trapped.
Yes, because they don't want you to leave and like do something with your stuff. They want you to
lose weight. Like I've seen 2 men that I know of that like girl went through this like whole weight transformation. She got her titties done, everything.
He didn't like that.
I don't know what he didn't do, but he was like, I'm leaving it in. And
yeah,
she
trapping women when the woman wants to like go off and like do something with herself and move away from this sorry ass person that he is.
The Scorpio.
All right, so it just replayed back.
I don't know what that is.
All right, so let's go ahead and discuss men trapping women with babies.
I mean, to me, whether it goes men trapping women or women trapping men, how do you get trapped? Now, I've seen scenarios where women take the condom off. I ain't gonna say I've seen it. Take a turkey baster, suck it up, and then put it in them. I've seen men and women drug each other and have sex and not know what happened the next day. But as far as just the majority, how do you get trapped with a baby? How do you come home one day and there's a baby on your doorstep? Do you go to work and there's a baby? So we all know how to create a baby. So how can a woman trap me? Or how can I trap a woman? Unless I rape her. But how can I trap a woman or she trap me into babies?
I'll tell you how. I think a lot of women think that they're going to trap dudes in the baby, but they forget this. Mama's baby, papa's mate. So unless the dude is really invested emotionally into the child, as a female, there's nothing you can do to trap a dude. Because if he want to go, he gonna go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all how we can trap y'all with kids. And dudes do this all the time. And a lot of dudes, we know we doing this. So I'm about to put y'all on some game, right? Now, this gonna go against the code because I ain't really supposed to tell y'all this. But I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's the Nashville Caveman podcast and it's men having discussions. But because I got daughters, this is what I tell them. Men do not, for the most part, want to build with women that already got ready-made families. The majority. Most of us would prefer the kids to be out of the house before we deal with you. We do not like taking on the majority of other men's legacies. Because what we get out of that is, and I watched a friend of mine actually do the right thing, raise some kids that ain't his, and the kids never still loved him the way that they probably loved their dad.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't my dad. You ain't my daddy. Where's my daddy at?
Absolutely.
The dude gets nothing out of that. I mean, yeah, you could say, yeah, he raised and taught this kid, but what is he really getting out of that? They're not carrying his last name. They're not extending his bloodline. And men, we know that. So when we in y'all and y'all young and we broke and we ain't got a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out, and we talking and we telling you, have my baby. Basically what we saying is we want to make sure you trapped for the next 18 years. That's what it is. We can't take care of the baby. We can't buy formula. We can't buy diapers. We can't do none of that shit. So if we laying inside of you, broke, still living in the basement of our parents' house, you know what I'm saying? They had to catch an Uber to go and go get the cooch. If we laying inside you talking about had his baby, and you know, you smart, you know we ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. You know we ain't got a stable job history. Absolutely. If we doing that, and we saying, and we laying up and we had his baby. Okay. You a fool. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we trapping you. We trapping you. Because we know that once we got a kid with you, the dude that come behind us, once he find a kid, oh, snap, you got a kid. Yeah, he gonna hold that against you. Because he don't benefit from having that, raising that kid. But that kid benefits from him. Because when you put food in the house, when you pay rent or whatever, that kid benefit from that. But in no way do you benefit from a kid that's not yours.
Here's the problem I'm having, right? I don't care if he's like Dirk Diggler, like if he's I don't care if he's swinging it. If he has to catch an Uber to come to you, and when he get there, you have to feed him, give him something to drink. He has to take a shower. That's when you pull the condom out. I'm not knocking your game. You got to get your rocks off. He got a 13-inch long and he can lay it down. I ain't knocking that. But then that's when you wrap a condom around those guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, that would be my thing. If I was a woman, they would be like, okay, this man ain't shit. He ain't going to marry me. He can't take care of no kids. Condom, ding. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that.
It's the reason why dudes have kids with y'all before they marry y'all. You know why they don't get married to y'all? Because they can't afford marriage. They can't even afford the damn ring to put on your finger. And you gonna let this Negro ejaculate up in you?
Thank you. I never understood
I never get that. I never get it. You know, so yeah, we do trap y'all with babies. We do. We know that once we get y'all pregnant, other dudes, the dudes that y'all may want, ain't gonna want y'all no more. We know that.
Correct.
I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most dudes, they ain't gonna tell you. They gonna say, "Nah, he full of stuff." We'll just find out. We'll see if them dudes married. See, dudes that be trying to give y'all advice, check their background, check their record. Are they married? Because the dudes that be like, "No, we ain't gonna operate like that." These dudes ain't even married.
Absolutely.
They ain't choosing no wives.
And again, I'm not knocking the sex game. Sex is a part of life. People got to get theirs, men or women. I'm just saying, use the condom. If they're not at a point, like Damo says, that they can financially help, marry, carry, or in a good state of mind, put the condom on. I don't know what it is about people and just not wearing.
I know what it is. I know it feels great.
Shouts out to Mike. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Hey, so yeah, that's why I understand what you said, Damo. But for me, man, I be like, damn, the ones I have, I did not get trapped. I know how they got here. Exactly. I didn't get trapped. But today, come on, man. Hell no. I don't even want to get
I think
girls
we
here.
all know how they get here. I think that's why
Yeah,
dudes
that's what I'm saying.
I think dudes do it. They know they can't afford it. They know, man. Because when we think about when she say I'm pregnant, man, our heart sinking to our stomach. But we know we broke already. We about to be even more broke. Most of us know what happened when it comes with ejaculating in the female. But most of us, like, I never ejaculated in the female that I knew that I couldn't see myself being with for the next 20 plus years. I just did. You know what I'm saying? But I know, man, if it's one that we don't want to be with her, but we don't want her to be with somebody else. There's dudes out here like that. They don't really want to marry the chick. They not in position to marry her, but they don't want somebody else to marry her either. So they going to go ahead and make sure that, you know, we dwindle her options. And the best way to dwindle her options is to go up in that nightclub and then open up the champagne bottle and spray it all over the place.
And you're talking about your example, your paradigm is just one child. What if she has 2, 3, 4 with this one man, and he still ain't married, he still don't pay child support? Then you expect a good man with a good salary to come in and raise 4 kids that are not his. I mean, it happens, but majority of 4 kids that are not his, that don't have his last name. Because if I come in and you have 4 kids and I'm marrying you, all their last names are turning into mine. But like you said, the guy who's fathered the kids like, no, I don't want him to have his last name. Those are my kids. See, man, you gotta put up with BS like that.
Man, it ain't right.
I ain't with it.
It ain't right. You gotta
say both lies, present and future.
Yeah, he ain't lying. He ain't lying, man. You know, we actually need to talk to more young males about that. Like, hey, man, I know, man, it might be good, but you might want to wear this, man. It's good now. The same thing that make you feel good now, gonna make you cry later. You better put this stuff on.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
You want to go pee, you're burning, and not know how. Yeah, you have to be careful with that stuff, man. But I understand you're 21, 25, your hormones are high. You can have sex 5 times a day. Well, you better buy that 20 pack of condoms, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know, for my birthday, I want a pack of condoms, please. You know what I'm saying?
Get the flavor kind. Get the flavor kind, just in case you wanted to do that too.
You know, but if you ready, because I know young people who have met at 18, married, starting a family. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't traveling. Y'all ain't doing that. No, I met my soulmate. This is what we want. This is what's going to happen. Kudos to y'all. But a lot of people, 97%, ain't that. They out here spraying up the walls, like he's saying, bringing in bastard kids. And it's just a generation of just craziness from here on out.
He said 5 times a day is crazy work. Man,
Mike, but I've had friends back in Edgehill, man, that when we talk, he and then he talk about I could still masturbate. And I was like, damn, dude, your sex drive is that crazy where you can sleep with 5 different girls or sleep with one girl 5 times in 24 hours.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I used to, in my prime, I was built like that. I was built like that. I was a freak. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I was a project kid. I watch a porn by 10 years old. Let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you, man, look. That's why I don't like them going after these kids right now in elementary. They trying to groom them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're open with it now, trying to groom them sexually. Now I can tell you, man, at 10 years old, we're watching that shit at way back. Yeah, we too old for that now. You're right, Mike.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. You're doing that shit.
You're right. We got to rub our hamstring. We got to stretch. Put on a little icy hot. You know,
go to the gym before you go have sex.
Put some Dr. Teal in the tub. Shit, hell yeah, we got to prepare for that shit now. We training like Rocky.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But that's when you know you got a good woman because she knows what's going on. You know you got a good woman. That's what we're saying when it comes to
and we gotta work. You know, when you're a young man, you know, you ain't got 5 times a day in you if you working heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was that dude, I didn't have a job that was physically exhausted.
Right.
And so I did track across country. I can do that. I was actually built to do that. No, hell no, man.
I think I get tired.
I stroke this remote more than I stroke myself, shit.
If somebody put on a porn right now, I would get tired watching the porn.
Hell yeah, I'd be more exhausted than them. You know what I'm saying? I'll be sweating like, woo.
All right, so y'all people in y'all 20s and 30s, man, enjoy it. We just saying be careful. Enjoy it, but be careful. Because when you get to my age, man, it's like, you know what? Shit. the wife telling me she wants it, but
you gotta get the size beforehand and everything. You like, maybe rub my shoulder.
Yeah, there you go. Let me soak in the tub for a minute.
Lucky Baba, you training this shit?
Absolutely.
And I come out the bedroom with looking like Rocky sometimes. Hell,
man,
look like I've been beat up by Apollo Creed.
Man, yes, I'm telling you, bro. So just enjoy your life, no matter what age you are, brother. But life is so much better when you have that significant other with you, brother. It really is. Whether you 20, 40, 50, I wish everybody, because there's a top for every pot. There's a top for every pot. Some people find it at 18. Some people can't find it till they're 50. But I believe you will actually find it.
Right. Because really, the purpose is, right? Sky, I think I was talking about this before. Because people get caught up in cheating and all that BS. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. That stuff don't matter when you laying on the ground at 67 and your hip been broke and it's been 4 days before anybody called and checked up on you. And you just laying there pissing and shitting on yourself and you ain't had a meal because you ain't had nobody checking on you and your hip broke. You know, you fall outside the tub, bust your head, and you've been laying there and ain't nobody checked on you in a couple of days, then it's really out of reality hit home. The whole purpose of it is for you to have somebody to look after you, and you can look after somebody. Somebody to remind you that, hey, ain't you supposed to be taking these 18 pills today? Maybe you only remember 7 of them. You gotta have somebody to help you with your badass memory. All that other stuff y'all worried about, y'all put it on y'all kids. And y'all forget y'all kids got kids. They got a family too. They ain't got time to be worried about your old wrinkled up ass because you didn't want to swallow your pride and be with somebody to the end of life. Y'all be worried about the wrong damn thing. Only thing of what, baby, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need you to help me put my eye back in the socket. You know what I'm saying? It fell out last night when me and the boys, man, was playing craps. You know what I mean? That's it. You just want them to help you remember some shit. To help you when you old. All this other stuff y'all be worried about, this shit it don't matter. Who cares? Who cares? I was telling this young like this at work. I'm like, man, you too young. If you walking in your purpose, the only thing you want to worry about is this person going to be here when I need it. That's it. It's the same with friends. The friends that matter to me the most is who can I call on when the chips is down and when I'm stranded. All the other ones, they don't have no value. All the ones that, hey, what you doing? Them kind of friends, them ain't really friends. Can I call you when I need you? That's it.
Absolutely. That's how I look at it. You're right. And it gets prevalent the older you get. It gets really prevalent too.
Yep. And so, hey, y'all, this has been a fun ass show. We actually went and did 2 hours and 15 minutes. We probably supposed to close this out 15 minutes ago. But man, we was having so much fun with this. Hey, you got anything for them tonight?
Yep. The station is on right now. The evening radio show will be coming on at 7 p.m. Replay at 9 p.m. Shouts out to Mike and Christy Cobb, No Limit Pro Wrestling. I wrestle for them. Shouts out to Calvin. He was at the birthday party Saturday. Shouts out to Ronnie Tooney. This might be their first time ever talking to us, but it came from YouTube. And shouts out to Jasmine. Jasmine, if you still on here, tell your family I said what's up. So thank y'all for tuning in every Tuesday. Like you said, next Tuesday we might not be here because that's voting day. If some of y'all want to vote early, that's fine too. Just get out and vote or whatever. And Damo, thank you for every Tuesday that you allow me to come on here with you, my friend. I always enjoy these Tuesdays in this podcast.
Man, it was so fun. Hey, Sky, when we do reconvene though, the new blazer that I'm gonna have, man, I got some fly than a mother. I got some real fly in Denver coming in. So,
Absolutely.
man, I can't wait to start the show. It'd be the 12th. It'd be actually, would it be the 12th? Yeah.
I got a calendar right here, I can tell you. It's looking at me right here.
Because the 5th is on a Tuesday, so it will be the 12th.
It'll be November 12th. Yes, absolutely, November 12th. So, yeah.
So I'm going to have some fly for y'all.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, we'll be back.
Man, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Even though the show is about to end, when it ends, you can still share this. Share this with your friends and family. If you're at work, man, this will help the time go by really quick. Because you'll find some funny stuff, informative stuff on here, very interesting topics. So we advise that you share with family, friends. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes,
and I always want to leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So only worry about the things you can control, and the rest, put it in God's hands. And if you're on this side of the dirt, you've won.
Absolutely. Every day that you on this side of the dirt, you have 24 hours to keep winning. Amen. Because there's some people that went to sleep last night that is not with us today.
Right. And there's some people that woke up with us today that are no longer with us today. So, man, just be grateful, man, if you're on this half of the dirt. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. And until the 12th, we'll be right back. Peace, love, and we'll talk to y'all then.
All right.